Hallo liebe Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. Ja, ich bin wieder auf die Tempest gegangen, weil... Oh je, ich merke gerade... Oh Gott. Ich bin nicht schwindelfrei, ich könnte in sowas nicht stehen. Ich wollte mir erstmal die Tempest genauer angucken und mit den paar Leuten quatschen, die hier noch sind, bevor ich mich da unten drauf stürze. Vor allem müsste ich mal mir meine ganzen Waffen und Verbesserungen und all das mal angucken. Gucken wir erstmal auf das... Ja, Hijack. Bestätigen. Weltraum. Genau, ich habe ja Deluxe Edition und da war ein Hijack dabei und ein Haustier-Hijack. Im öffentlichen Bereich der Nexus abholen. Kein Essen nach 23:59 Uhr, nicht Bahn oder Dusche und nicht zu lange in der Sonnenstrahlung. Das mit dem nicht kein Essen nach 23:59 Uhr, das ist doch sowas von hier Gremlins, ne? Anspielung. Ach, auf der Nexus muss ich das abholen. Mist. Ich bin eine unabhängige Dokumentarfilmerin. Bla bla. Super. Okay, Nexus hätte ich dann auch wieder einiges zu tun. Gut zu wissen. Ja, mal mit den beiden hier quatschen.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector.
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
Es ist schon extrem cool. Es ist beglückend.
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
Ja, ist doch viel besser, da mitzugehen. Das siehst du nie wieder. Du stirbst ja, bevor das jemals da ankommt.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Ja, genau, weiß man schon irgendwas über die salarianische Arche? Also ich weiß, dass die Drell die können ihre Erinnerungen wieder vor Augen führen lassen. Ich wusste aber gar nicht, dass Salarianer so ein gutes Gedächtnis haben.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Ja, keine Bange, wir werden sie schon finden. Tanden zählt ja nicht dazu, der ist Bürokrat.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Natürlich. Ja, es wurde schon gesagt, er ist jetzt kein Joker, aber ich finde ihn echt ganz sympathisch. Gerade für einen Salarianer ist er eigentlich ganz locker drauf.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus Science Team.
Gott, die hat so einen ganz komischen Akzent.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
Ja.
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
The first time I handled a Prothean artifact, I was hooked. It was so alien. I just knew there's more out there, and I want to see all of it.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
Die Haare sehen aber auch schrecklich aus. Erste Flirt-Option, nein, danke. Sieht mir nicht. Das muss nicht sein.
Why should that be funny? You seem capable.
Oh, I'm flattered, but no. I have no combat experience. I'd shoot you in the back. Not intentionally, of course. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
Jo. Das scheint auch so einer zu sein, wenn du mit was anderes redest, über Wissenschaft oder über Boden, dann wirst du ganz nervös. So, Treppe. Wo geht das denn hier überall lang? Jetzt muss man hier auch noch Treppen steigen. Was ist das denn hier? Oh. Das.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Oh. Das ist ja cool. Ich mag mein Zimmer. So, das sind Garderobe. Die Jacke. Oh, die Jacke ist cool. Farbe. Yes, Farbe anpassen. So. Jeder, der mich kennt, wird jetzt überhaupt nicht überrascht sein hier. Nee, ich muss halt gleich. So. Das ist gut. Yes. Das hier ist die Panzerung. Auf das Brustteil. Eigene Töne. Ja, perfekt. Brauche ich gar nichts machen. Nee, das ist echt. Das ist echt perfekt. Habe ich jetzt. Ist das alles? Wurde das jetzt nicht gespeichert? Sorry, ich muss mal ganz kurz nochmal machen. So, beenden. Alter! Farbe anpassen. Kriege ich das jetzt hier nicht geschissen, das zu speichern? Kriege ich anscheinend echt nicht geschissen. Warum speichert er das jetzt nicht? Mach mir mein Leben doch nicht so schwer. Beenden. Beenden. Es tut mir leid, jetzt bin ich gerade ein bisschen... Ja, werde die Farben anpassen. Outfit-Auswahl. Ach. Später dann. Dann behalte ich erstmal die Farben. So. Musik. Jetzt kann ich mir Musik aussuchen. Jo, das lasse ich mal. Das hört sich schon gut an. Ist das jetzt? Das ist echt mal eine Aussicht, du. Oh. Schon richtig geil. Hier ist die Bar-Ecke. Und hier habe ich auch nochmal das E-Mail-Terminal. Ja. Das wurde als Spam eingestuft. Aber das tut mir jetzt leid. Das ist doch jetzt gemein. Sonderlieferungslager. Ah, genau. Ui. Da muss ich doch nochmal zum Klamottenteil rein.
Hello, Ryder. It is interesting to be renewed.
How do you mean?
Since my creation, I have been Alec Ryder's Sam. Now, I am your Sam. I am still myself. but now the input and experiences I have are completely new. I will develop in a new direction. The term reincarnation seems appropriate.
Genau, ja klar, seid ihr verschieden. Also das weiß ich schon so.
Are you okay with changing who you're becoming?
I cannot know until I see the result. I look forward to our continued partnership.
What was Dad's take on Scott and I?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes, lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Aber ich hab den schon verstanden, aber es ist gut.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Was ist das hier? Rakettenmodell? Leider. So, jetzt muss ich leider doch nochmal zum Outfit teilen. Es tut mir unheimlich leid. Aber irgendwie... das ist meine Methode. Ja, da muss ich aber sagen, die Jacke gefällt mir besser. Wenn man halt... Ich habe nur Outfit-Auswahl und dann beenden. Ich kann es ja nicht speichern. Darf ich das noch nicht, oder wie? Hier habe ich jetzt nur die Farben. Da muss ich bei der Ausrüstung ja machen. Standardtöne, Autotöne, eigene Töne. Oh Gott. Tönungsoptionen. Oh ne, das passt ja schon. Also warum das jetzt bei der Jacke nicht funktioniert? Verstehe ich absolut nicht. Kann ja sein, dass ich das noch nicht darf. Keine Ahnung. Na, egal. Gut, dann gehen wir weiter gucken. Das hier direkt drunter war jetzt meins. Was ist das hier? Das sind... Scheint so wie die Küche zu sein. Badezimmer.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Das ist wohl wahr. Wir haben die bessere Aussicht. Das Abendessen. Es ist natürlich bloß dieses Linksdrehen und Rechtsdrehen. Das habe ich auch immer gedacht, was soll das jetzt heißen? Aber das hat ja irgendwie so mit Molekülen zu tun. Ich will mir die Couch schleppen. Ich hatte nie, was jetzt bequem ist, wenn es mir geht. Ja, das ist schon recht amüsant, das jetzt zu lesen. Die ganzen Ausrüstungen. Jetzt bin ich hier weitergegangen. Was ist das hier? Die Med Bay Krankenstation.
You're not Harry. The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years in the Hyperion looking after your brother.
Ja, von mir aus, wenn... Das war, glaube ich, wirklich echt so viel für den alten Mann.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Keine Bange, das machen sie schon großartig.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Kannst du auch schon wieder flirten mit? Nein.
Anatomist, physician. That's quite the resume.
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out. But we were discussing the kett. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats her vegetables.
Ich mag aber kein Gemüse. Aber nee, das ist eigentlich nicht blöd, den Cat-Leichnam ranzuführen. Du musst ja echt studieren, um zu wissen, wie die funktionieren. Das ist nichts Falsches dran. Leben wäre wirklich auch interessant, aber ich glaube kaum, dass wir ihn höflich fragen, dass sie uns einen ausleihen.
Pathfinder Rider to engineering. Repeat, Rider to engineering. Shit, is this thing on?
Gott, der ist ja putzig. Aufzug.
I'll talk to someone.
Ups.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Ja, das ist wahrscheinlich besser als die Nexus, ja.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Yes, ja, dazu sage ich ja, aber Vetra ist so eine, wo ich gedacht habe, ja, warum nicht?
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
I'm not just some people. I really like the intensity.
That's good. It's nice to feel appreciated. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Alter, das war jetzt aber richtig direktes Flirten. Sehr nice. Können wir mal drehen?
Ryder.
Sie erwähnt inoffizielle Quellen.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda Initiative?
Short answer, cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You're pretty familiar with the ship.
I made sure the technicians had what they needed to keep the Tempest ready and waiting. Leadership wanted to strip her for parts, but I kept saying, a Pathfinder's gonna show up. I like being right.
Ja, vielen Dank dafür. Das wäre doch viel zu schade um das schöne Schiff gewesen.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Aha.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Gut. Wissen wir jetzt auch, wo Vetra ist? Vetra, Aufzug. Was ist hier?
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer?
Ja, Bier.
And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted exploration, to chase the cutting edge of Prothean research. I thought I'd found my calling. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I started in the Alliance, but it was the science that kept me going. And when that ended, well, if I wanted to be a part of the next big discovery, it had to be here.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why do you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Setz uns unter Druck. Ja. Können nicht zurück, wir müssen das Beste draus machen.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered, you got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Ach, der Liam ist schon so sympathisch. Der hat jetzt echt hier seine Couch hingeschoben. Ist auch gut, ey. So, dann wissen wir auch, wo er ist. Warte, da muss ich jetzt durch den Aufzug mal hier nehmen. Na? Ach, du musst erstmal runterkommen und dann kann ich hier drauf. Okay. So, ich wollte gerade schon sagen, wo kann ich nicht vorbei?
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Irgendwer muss es doch tun.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, things might start falling off the Tempest at the most inopportune times.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Die kannst du mit jedem schon flirten.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Das hört sich doch wirklich nach einem Plan an. So. Hier ist dann weiter nichts. Upsala.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
Das war ich doch gerade erst. Warte mal, ich habe doch leider gestern genau losgeschickt. Abgeschlossen. Scheint erfolgreich gewesen zu sein. Sehr schön. Das ist was Stufe 2. Yay. 21, nee, das ist etwas zu wenig. So, das ist hier für Multiplayer, also Apex-Mission. Das ist jetzt, glaube ich, Gold, oder? 74%. Genau, das nehmen wir mal.
Strike team ready for deployment.
So, Kiosk An- und Verkauf. Ach, wie nice. Jetzt haben wir sogar unseren eigenen Kiosk hier. Verbrauchsobjekt. Also das muss ich mir echt mal in Ruhe alleine angucken, weil das jetzt doch etwas viel ist. Forschungszentrum, genau, das war ja, wo wir Sachen machen können. Das macht gar nichts.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Ey, das wird dann für meine Rider definitiv ein Platz zu sein. Aber ich glaube, ich weiß auch, welche später hinkommt. Glaube ich. So, und wo geht es dann hier hin?
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick though, like losing the old man.
So blau siehst du aber nicht aus.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
Das glaube ich auch.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way. And I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Ernsthaft, du kannst ja wirklich... Aber ich glaube, dann die sind nicht alle. Ich glaube, sie war ja sowieso nur für Kerle eigentlich. Aber du kannst trotzdem mit jedem flirten. Das ist interessant.
Even if we get there, there's a mountain of hard work ahead.
Working hard was never my problem. Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Ach nee, mit dir will ich irgendwie nicht so reden. So. Ich sollte auch mal zur Krankenstation kommen. Nee, das war das jetzt nicht. Hier kann ich die Leute zusammenrufen. Ne, ich muss da durchstehen. Warum ist eigentlich diese Maus manchmal im Bild? Das ist richtig nervig. Genau, hier die Treppe runter musste ich ja. Okay, ich glaube, die Tempest könnte ich klarkommen mit dem mich zurechtfinden, all sowas. Bathroom. Das war mein Zimmer. Mit bei hier, genau. Was gibt's denn, Doc?
Feeling okay?
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
So, warum sollte ich jetzt zur Medbay kommen? Das hat sie doch gesagt gehabt. Respect Station. Ah, so, nein. Ah, okay, ich kann hier meine Fähigkeiten zurücksetzen. Gut. Gut, das zu wissen. So, dann, ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange ich aufnehme. Ich glaube noch nicht allzu lange. Werde ich jetzt pausieren. Ich werde mir nochmal mit den ganzen Waffen und so angucken. Diese ganzen Gegenstände. Bestimmt mal kurz vertraut machen. Und dann gehe ich runter nach EOS. Und dann geht die Action los. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Und sage bis denn dann.